What is up, everyone? Shouts out to Kevin Samuels for doing such a good job on this next video. Hey guys, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Things are coming along really good right now. I want y'all to be part of all of what's to come in the coming weeks. Again, once I hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, I'm going to be posting a really interesting video that for the fellas, I'm sure you're going to want to see. The ladies, you're going to want to see this too to get more of an understanding of what men have to deal with. But this is a video that just went live of Kevin Samuels speaking to a woman. I believe she's 28. I seen clips of it, but I want to watch the full thing, so let's jump right into it.
If I can't see you, I can't bring you in. Please don't tune in and you're just in the dark.
Y'all got to get y'all shit together. All right, here we go. Why does she have it dark?
I was like, whoa, what the hell happened? Okay. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, Tiff, stop. How are you? No, just a second. Tiff, stop requesting to be in my screen. You want to talk to me? Book a session. How are you? How old are you?
I'm 28.
28. All right, let's go ahead and woosah. Are you down for training day? What's going on? Or do you have a question?
Oh, well, both. And I'm down for training because I didn't come from a family.
For the record, Red Bull, y'all need to sponsor Kevin, all right? Sponsor Kevin. He be sporting y'all sport drink all the time. Y'all need to sponsor him because I kid you not, prior to even watching Kevin Samuels, I never ever thought about drinking a Red Bull. But then I started to drink them. And I actually like them. And my refrigerator is filled with them. And I can't go through the day without one. So, yeah, sponsor this man. Stop being like that.
That was married.
Okay.
My mom wasn't married or anything. I mean, she knew how to be a woman because her mom taught her because her mom was married. But
Okay.
my mom wasn't, so I don't really know.
I mean, do you have any siblings?
I don't. I'm my mom's only child.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Only child syndrome. What state do you live in?
New York.
New York City?
Yeah, downtown.
See, that's going to be tough because there's a lot of people that live in New York. A lot. And competition is fierce.
I'm Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, and I'll be in Brooklyn later on this week.
Oh, dope. I'll be.
For the record, I've been to Brooklyn many times. Great place to visit. If you've never been to Brooklyn before, go check out Brooklyn. Some of the best food is over there.
Somewhere in the sky, probably.
No, I said I'll be in Brooklyn later this week.
No, I'm saying that's cool for you. I won't be here.
Yeah. That's business. But okay. Any children?
No, I don't have kids yet.
Okay. Why do you want to be married?
Why do I want to be married? I think that's every little girl's dream, I guess.
Every little girl's dream. I don't think
I
every
want the
little girl's
family.
dream is to be
Like I
married. They
said,
don't
I
really
didn't
know
come
what
from
marriage is.
a married home. So I want the kids. I've always, since I was younger, like I want my kids to be full siblings. Like I don't want any separation. I want the family to be a family. I want us to build together. I always wanted to be the wife and feel like a woman. I'm sorry?
Did you go to college?
I did.
Okay.
Not
So
for-
what does a successful look like? What does a successful life for a woman like yourself look like?
Dang, that's a good question because I really don't know.
Ain't it though?
I guess just happiness, love. You can get success anywhere.
Endless happiness. Endless happiness.
I don't know why people always think it's associated with school only. There's other ways to be successful, so I don't know.
Did you go to college?
I did. I only got my associates though.
That's
Okay.
fine.
How tall are you?
I'm 5 feet.
Dress size?
What?
Dress
Dress
size?
size? I'm a 6 or a 4. It depends on the dress.
How much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
130.
Okay. Would you be surprised if I told you that when I asked you about why you wanted to be married, you mentioned nothing about a man?
That is a man. I said build with a family.
Damn.
That's having a man.
Why she get married?
Check
He's
that
the
shit.
backbone.
Check that shit. I want you guys to understand how y'all all talk about she's cute and all this other shit. I want you to understand how quickly she switched. Go back in the video
She got
and
an
look at the
attitude. You could tell
expression
she
on her
do.
face.
No, I didn't even notice the comments. But
Don't worry about that. Here's what I need you to do. Turn off your comments and let's have the conversation.
I don't have the comments on. I
Okay,
don't know how to
cool.
do that.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, let's take a step back.
Mhm.
How long have you been watching my content?
I just started like earlier in January.
Okay. Would you say that I listen and hear things pretty well?
Yes.
Okay. So if I said that I asked you about a marriage and you didn't say one thing about a man, why would your reaction be,
Because when I said that I wanted to build with someone and not want a separate home, I would.
So, that's interesting because women like this, they have a thought of what they envision of their reality, but it's far from a man's reality. And, women like this, they think that they're going to rule over men. And I just find that very interesting that they're going to find some loyal white knight beta simp to rule over. But then again, we all know that if and when she does find one, assuming she does, probably not because of her age, she's not going to stay with him. She's not even going to respect him. Women don't respect beta simps, but they keep them around, but they don't respect them. And it's unfortunate because a lot of men fall victim. A lot of men fall victim to women who, do this to them. And these are men that are hoping they'll have a shot with them.
Think that implies that I want the man, the backbone there.
Implication.
Sorry.
The implication. I asked you what does successful look like, a life look like. You said love and a bunch of other feelings. And then you said, I don't know why people say you need education. In both of those things, I asked those questions looking for, and I had my radar set to ding when I heard man.
Okay.
And it didn't ding.
Got it.
So if that's what, okay. So how long is your longest relationship?
I think it was 5 years.
5 years? 5 years long?
Yeah.
How long ago did it end?
2 years ago.
And which one of you ended it?
5 years
Me.
is quite some time.
Why?
I didn't want to be in it.
Why?
Trifling.
It's a long story, but
No,
No,
trifling.
make it
I wasn't
quick.
feeling it.
You weren't feeling it?
Like I wasn't happy. It wasn't it. He didn't
Oh,
bring out my
gosh.
happiness, or we didn't just.
He didn't bring out your happiness. What the hell does that even mean? You were with the guy for 5 years. What do you mean he didn't bring out your happiness? What the hell? Come on now.
Match. I don't know. It wasn't it. It wasn't what I was looking for at the moment.
At the moment.
5 years?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you end it?
I just told him that it's not working. Just like that.
How'd you end it? You were just at house. You were at the house. You were at dinner. What happened? How'd you end it?
We were in my car, and I just told him that I don't think it's
You were
best.
driving.
Yeah,
You were driving,
yeah,
and he was in your passenger seat.
yes.
Where were you guys going?
I was dropping him off at work.
Oh, that's cold.
So, did you tell him this in the parking lot?
No, while I was at a red light.
Damn.
About how far from work?
Probably like, I don't know. That was 2 years ago. I honestly don't remember.
Oh, you
It was a
remember.
5-year
You
relationship.
remember. Because now you're being held accountable.
I know, but I have selective memory. So probably like,
Selective amnesia, right?
it wasn't that far. Probably like another 10, 15 minutes to his job.
10, 15 minutes in traffic?
Yes. Well, New York streets.
Mm-hmm. Where do you work?
He worked at the mall.
So, and you were leaving your apartment?
Yeah. I just thought we would be better as friends while we both.
What?
Okay, so
What? Better as friends? You spent 5 years with this guy and you're talking about you want to be friends? That's cold. That is cold, low down, trifling. That's some ratchet, trifling shit.
I want you guys to understand something. What did I say?
Unbelievable. You wasted 5 years of this guy's life to then take all of that away to then just want to be friends. See, this is what I'm talking about. You know, they could rip everything from you. Everything. And it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. Damn. 5 years.
In
We should just be
neither two
friends.
scenarios did she mention a man, and she barked at me. I want you guys to remember that. And like I said Monday night, I asked the question, what does a successful life look like for a woman like yourself? And she started talking about the feelings thing. The relationship, I said, you need to start asking women how their relationships end.
Oh, they get mad. They get mad when you start asking women how did they relationship end. Oh yeah, they get mad because they know you're getting ready to hold them accountable. You start asking them, oh, how long was your last relationship and why did it end? It either goes to, oh, it was mutual. We all know it's not mutual. Someone would have had to always initiate the breakup. And 9 times out of 10, it's the woman, but she doesn't want to take accountability or responsibility for it. So she say, oh, it's mutual. And anytime a woman say, oh, it's mutual, but then revert to saying he broke it up, that's a clear indication that she broke it up, but she just doesn't want to take responsibility for it. That's all that is.
And I want you guys to understand, this one was in a 5-year relationship, and she ended in a cold, callous way.
Cold.
The man was on.
Sorry. Okay.
You think it's appropriate for a 5-year relationship to be driving somebody to French toast ass work, and they got to have that on their mind while
And I mean, look at her behavior. Look at her facial expressions. She doesn't care. She doesn't care because it's all about her and her feelings and her emotions. God forbid you do that to her. You'd be the worst person in the world. Her friends call you the worst things in the world. Oh, man ain't shit, yada, yada, yada. But with her, oh, girl, yeah, you deserve the stars and the moon.
they're at work. See, I told you modern women are cowards. They don't deal with conflict, and when they're done with you, they get rid of you. That's what I said today. Know when to run, know when to walk, and when to run. That video is on this channel and on YouTube. I don't just talk. And then I said, well, tell me the details. Oh, that was 2 years ago. I guarantee you he remembers what the hell you did to him. Bet you that. I bet you that. And I'm going to tell you something. Any man who's worth his salt that will look for a wife is going to ask you these questions too.
Okay, and I can be able to tell them the full story about it. But
No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. Because soon as, well, you think.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward if you ask me. You know, a guy looking into the mix, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, the way you dumped him like that after a 5 years relationship, then saying, oh, I think we will be better as friends. What kind of nonsense is that? Like, what goes on in your mind to think that? Come on, friends. We should be better as friends. Come on now.
You can. Why would they sit here and listen to this
That makes
shit?
no sense.
5-year relationship for a 28-year-old woman, and you just on the way to work. I told them, dude, 10 minutes outside of work, this just ain't gonna work. Peace out.
I didn't do it like that though.
Oh, okay.
It was
You're
pretty
making
much
me
like
sound
that.
like I did it.
Oh
Man, I
no,
asked you
that's how you did it.
Ma'am, I asked you how you did it.
I can't.
Regardless of if you were soft spoken, babe, you know, it's not gonna work. And he probably, what the hell? He probably freaked out. Babe, I'm sorry. Yada, yada, yada. It's not gonna work. Even if you're soft spoken, that still doesn't negate the fact that That was trifling as hell. Very trifling.
Said it was 2 years ago. I want you guys to understand that this is how serious this is how little they care.
She doesn't
I
care.
have
Look at her.
selective memory. This is the man she spent 5 years with. Y'all had
She has no regrets. None. And it's so sad. It's so sad because women like her, they're on the path to being single. They're on the path to riding the infamous cat carousel, and then they're going to be single. Because after a certain age, what man is going to want to put up with this? Like, seriously.
sex, right?
Yeah.
Right. So he was all up inside your body.
Mm-hmm.
He was all up in there busting them guts. But now all of a sudden she wants to friend zone someone, right? Yeah, okay.
But when you were leaving him, you didn't even give him the dignity of say thank you for spending 5 years with me. You
We're
didn't
still
sit him.
friends.
Aw.
He's probably a sucker
No,
because he was in your car. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. Any woman that friend zone a guy, there's no way you should be her friend under no circumstances. She playing you.
Any man that would let you drive him to work and he's going to the mall, where were you working at?
I was a flight attendant.
Mm-hmm. Any man that would be in this position is already a beta. And if he's still your friend, he is damn sure a beta. When he left work, he should have blocked your ass.
And you know, that's the interesting thing. He probably let her walk all over him through that entire relationship, thinking that he's doing the both of them a favor. And what did I say earlier? Women do not respect betas. No matter how much they think they want it, they don't respect betas because most women typically like the assertive bad boys, but then they fake and pretend like that they don't. Women, they don't respect beta simps. They don't. Even women, these quote unquote strong, independent, I don't need no man, and you know, I love my own company, and you know, all of this other nonsense. Come on now.
Because that was cold. And I want you to understand, this woman is sitting here trying to make it seem like we don't hear what we hear, guys. And so when y'all
She's trying so hard to make it make sense, and it's just not.
in the comment section, she's cute and she cute. I told you, you better watch these cute girls. Man, you said I'm making it sound like what? I asked you, how'd you do it?
There's history though. It's not like it just happened overnight.
5 years. 5 years of history.
Of course it did, but ma'am, would you want somebody to end a relationship with your daughter that way?
What the hell is that?
Regardless as to the...
What the hell is that? Is that soda? Ew. It's like liquid diabetes right there. I'm hoping that that's like a dark tea or something.
History. A 5-year relationship. Would you want somebody to be in the car knowing they got to go to work? There was no conversation to be had. He had to get the fuck out of the car. He had to move on. He had to be at work, man. He had to clock in. And see, that's what I mean. This conflict avoiding cowardice shit.
She's just like,
I said,
whatever.
When women are done with you,
it's not what I wanted.
Well, I'm not going to tell them the night before so we can talk about it. I'm going to wait till we're 10, 15 minutes away. Oh, well, about 10 minutes away. Oh, by the way, this ain't working no more. Thanks.
Did it go down like that?
Oh,
we started talking in the car.
Yeah, no, we get it. But he still had to go to work. That's the point. So he had to carry that on through the duration of his work schedule for the day.
Savages.
Oh my God!
I wish I was a savage.
How dare you?
Well, that doesn't really sound too. Okay, of course they don't think. Okay, ma'am. Of course, and then here comes the. Well, you don't.
Yeah, that's typically what happens when you're in a long-term relationship with someone. You endure a lot with them. You build with them. That's typically what goes along with it. You don't just get all of the pros and disregard all of the cons. That's not how it works. Maybe if you're chasing a Disney fairy tale, but I tell you what, the way you're carrying about, it's probably about time for you to cancel that Disney Plus membership because it's clouding your better judgment.
Stay when I got to, ma'am. I don't have to. You did stuff. He did stuff.
I did nothing. He did stuff.
Bullshit. You're human.
Where?
You know what? Maybe you're not. She's right. She might not be.
Look at her. She's just trifling. She
Because I
Why
want
are
you
doesn't
you
guys to
care.
angry
understand.
with me? Like,
I'm not
She
talking. I'm
doesn't
talking
care.
through you because you don't even know how fucked up this sounds to men. Because you guys all seem to, the way he's always seemed, it was him, not me. You were in a relationship 5 years, you did nothing wrong. It was all him, not me, so on and so forth, and that's cool. I want you ladies to understand that we as men, every time we meet one of you, it is always, almost 100% of you, your exes are pieces that are just not good. I have never, ever in my life met a woman who said it was me. Men, in the comment section when this video is over, how many men met a woman who said, out of her mouth, first off the rip, I was the reason this is a problem? If that's the truth, write 362 in the comment section. If you had a woman that said right out of her mouth, it was me, write
Oh, you
362.
don't see that.
Man, I got
They're
no
always
dog in
there's
this
no
fight. I'm telling you what
accountability
I hear.
because that's what a lot of this stems from. There's no accountability. There's such a lack of accountability, and men almost always get the short end of the stick. 99.999% of the time. Men, they often have their children stripped from them. They lose half their money. They lose the house. They lose everything. They lose everything almost all of the time. And it's sad. It's unfortunate.
Is it hard to listen to?
no, it's not.
So if
It's
a
not.
man, if a man asks you how your relationship ends, because I'm gonna ask you a simple question: how do you think your
Feelings. Her
ex
feelings takes
experienced dating
paramount.
you? If you asked him who said you for dating you was blank.
It was how it was dating me.
Yeah.
Interesting, I guess.
No.
I mean, I have my flaws. I'm spoiled.
Well, but 5 minutes ago you
but
said you didn't do anything,
Yeah.
and now you said it was
I
just
didn't
me.
do anything to like.
spit that shit out.
I didn't do anything
Come on.
that was
Come on.
like.
You seem to be able to articulate everything else because you didn't feel like the relationship needed to continue. Try your hardest to articulate this. Come on, because how the hell are you going to articulate it to another guy that you're claiming that you have to explain to in the future? So you have to articulate this. Try. Come on.
She's I don't know, cheating, or she's
Right.
uh,
So you never
that-
hurt him.
this
So you
person-
never hurt him. You didn't hurt him at all, right?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I
you
can
don't
ask
think
him.
so?
Okay, no. So
Okay.
in 5 years you never hurt him. He only hurt you.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean,
Wow.
he felt insecure. That's like his thing. You know, I don't think I gave him reasons to feel insecure.
Self-awareness. Well,
Oh,
I think it's rather
geez.
interesting that
This is sad.
you say we all got our things, but in 5 years, you never hurt him, but he only hurt you. Okay. Would you say
She
you
doesn't
have
care. Look at that little
healthy
smug,
self-esteem?
like smile. She doesn't
Me?
care.
No, it flip flops. I could be in. I
She
can have
trifling,
low
man.
self-esteem at times, and then I could just be chubby.
In general, would you say your self-esteem is average, above average, below average?
I think I might be average.
Okay. Then in 5 years, somebody with average self-esteem would not stay with somebody who's hurting them.
I was easily. I don't want to say manipulated.
Here comes the victim shit again.
No, it's not.
You can't make this shit up.
No.
Wow.
Ma'am, you're going to be famous. You keep this up, you're going to be
And
famous.
you make
There
me
she
want to
goes.
say the whole story because
You make me want to say the whole
It's a fucking
story.
story,
You make
like-
me want to say the whole story.
But
Come on.
3 sides to a story: yours, his, and the truth.
I know, and
And I don't. And I mean, yeah.
Look, she doesn't take anything seriously.
Man, I just asked you.
She does not. Does she look like a woman that takes anything seriously? She's out here playing around and not taking anything seriously.
How we got here is I asked you why you want to be married, what successful relationship look like, and then I asked you how How long was your relationship and how it ended? I didn't put us here. I'm just asking you. And this is what's going to happen on the dating market, especially if you want to date a man that's got any sense of value of, do you want children? You said you want kids. How many kids you want?
Probably 4.
Four.
At 28, you should have
Do
got
you want your
started
kids
a
to be able
long
to go to
time
college
ago.
if they want to?
Yes,
You want to be able to travel nationally, and domestically and internationally with your family?
I do.
Do you want, after you're married, do you want to have to work to pay significant bills when you're pregnant?
I love my job.
Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills when you're pregnant, married?
No,
Okay.
I
What
want,
percentage of the overall family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for a lifetime? Meaning it doesn't vary. You must pay this for a lifetime for 4 children, you and your husband. What percentage of overall family financial load?
that's a good question.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll say like 20 to 30%.
That's a lot.
30% means if you start working for any reason, the family's in serious financial jeopardy almost immediately.
Really?
You cannot,
Yeah.
ma'am, could you survive a 30% pay cut at your current standard of living? Then thank you. All right. So 20 to 30%, you're in serious jeopardy.
See, when you start spitting logic and facts, it just, and it's not in tune and aligned with emotions and feelings, you lose them. You lose them. And that's why a lot of women need men, because they're not equipped to handle this fierce world. That's why men and women complement each other. But women like this, they're setting themselves up to be single for the rest of their lives. They're playing around.
So what about 2 kids?
No.
Same
We're
thing?
already, nope.
She's sitting
No,
here
I asked you what percentage
negotiating
of
or
the
trying
overall
to.
family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for? That's the question that's on the table.
Okay.
What percentage?
I just don't know.
No, 30. So if you stop working, the family's at risk.
But
If you stop working, the family's at risk.
okay,
Ma'am, it's
so what? It
math.
has to be
It's
50?
math. I asked you. No, I'm asking you.
Well,
If it
you
goes
know
higher,
what I do.
well, yeah. And this is about math. If it goes higher, there's more risk if you stop. See, right now, if you never get married, what percentage of your financial load are you going to have to be responsible for a lifetime?
100%.
Right. So you got that. That's a simple concept. So if you're married with kids, 4 kids, what percentage of that do you want to have to be responsible for? More than 30? That means you're going to be more responsible. But you'll be responsible for less than 30. That means your husband will be more responsible.
I don't want to put all the burden on him, but I guess like 20%, 10%, 0%.
Yeah. Okay. And what kind of income do you think you're going to need to live in Brooklyn or New York City?
I don't want to stay here. I want to get out of New York.
Where do you want to live?
I don't know, somewhere in the South on a farm, I guess.
That's very random and very different from coming from a big city like New York and Brooklyn and all of that, but okay.
Have you ever lived outside of New York City?
Yes, I had.
Where?
I lived in Farmington, Connecticut. I lived in Albany, Binghamton, and Fort Lauderdale.
Uh-huh. How much money is your husband? How much family income are you going to need to have on an annual basis to support 4 kids?
I never did
You
the
and your
math.
husband.
I don't have kids, and I'm not
See, that's
married.
that's the fucking problem now, ain't it? So if you're gonna have this flippant attitude, ma'am, I'm do me a favor, okay? I'm gonna give you
I
about a
came
couple.
on here so you could.
I'm gonna give you a few seconds. I'm gonna give you a
He said
few
that's the problem
seconds
now, ain't it?
to kind of ramp it down because you
Oh,
don't want to go
man.
there. I'm having a conversation with you. I'm trying to show you something.
I'm trying to learn.
Okay, well then you said you never thought about it, so it's time to think about it because you said this is what
28 years old, and none of this has never crossed her mind because she operates on her feelings and emotions. Happiness, Disney fairy tale.
you want. Okay, so I'm asking about how much money do you think you're going to need to, as a family, annually to support 4 kids, you, your husband, and the kind of lifestyle you want that you would envision for yourself.
Spit it out. Come on.
For me to bring in, like,
No.
the
Just
family?
your husband. Yeah.
My husband.
Just overall, altogether, 4 kids, you and your husband.
I'm not good with money. So it's like 200,000.
That's why you need a man.
How much did you
Here?
you said you got an associates? You live
Yeah,
in Brooklyn? How much is your rent right now?
it's a lot.
How much is your rent right now?
23.
2,300. So that's roughly almost $30,000 a year. That's for one person in a sugar shack in Brooklyn.
Mhm.
So if you had 2 people, if you just multiplied rent, that's 4,600. So that's 60,000 right there, just in 2 apartments. You're gonna put 4 kids in that. They're gonna need substantially more than $200,000.
I need more than that.
Yeah.
See, that's why I need a husband so he can know.
Yeah, but how much? Okay, yeah. But how much is your husband gonna have to make because you're only supporting about 10% of this? How much is he gonna need to make annually to have 4 kids that can go to college if you want to, that can travel nationally or internationally?
He has to be a millionaire.
Damn near.
Okay, see, damn.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess
Because see, this is a funny thing. They don't think about the numbers because women in places they don't want to admit, they don't expect to pay. They think because they have a vagina, that balance is $1 million.
Yep.
well, can I?
Go ahead. I said women. I didn't say you.
I
said
know.
women.
Well, because what I envisioned was like
Oh, what you envision.
my
Okay. There we
job
go.
will go into like things like. So he'll pay like the basic bill.
What your associates is in what?
Is in theater.
A bullshit degree. So
Yeah.
your job ain't gonna pay nothing. See,
I'm
number
going to
one,
pilot school.
unmarriable, the actress, the creatives, the unmarriables.
Okay. Well, I'm going to pilot
Because
school, so I
it doesn't matter. You don't want. It doesn't matter what you make. You don't want to contribute more than 10% to the family.
No, I mean like I want my.
So
my
at the
job
end of
money
the
to go
day,
into the household.
man, 4 children.
Okay.
4 children. What job are you going to have? Who's going to be raising these 4 kids? You can't have a job and 4 kids and not a substantial job. So to have you want your children, upper class children, are roughly 485,000, 500,000. You want $2 million worth of kids. If you live in Connecticut, hell, if you lived in Atlanta, it will run you about 350,000. So with another kid, you're talking about 400,000. If you're talking about New York City, about 850. What kind of professions would a man need to make? What kind of profession would a man need to have to earn $750,000 or more legally? These are all reasonable questions.
Is it like a doctor, lawyers?
What kind of doctor?
Surgeons, heart surgeons, probably.
Cardiac surgeons? Okay, go ahead.
I don't like. I don't know. I know what I'm going to school for. So, but.
Ma'am, that's fine. But if you want to have this man sometime, don't you think you need to be able to identify it? Don't you think you might need to be, ma'am?
I'm sorry, you cut off.
Don't you think you might need to be able to kind of identify who this man is and what he does to kind of that's important.
Yeah.
So a cardiac surgeon, what else?
I said a lawyer. Is a lawyer?
What kind of attorney? What kind of attorneys? What kind of attorneys?
Is criminal? Can a criminal? I don't know. I never looked in. Like these are good questions.
But you're now just for memory's sake, you'll be 29 and when?
In 2 months.
So you're almost 30 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And from a standpoint of thinking about a spouse for the life you said you want, because you've always wanted to be a wife and family and all these things, because the things you said, as far as serious thought, you put in, based on this conversation, nothing. So you just expect it to happen?
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
You've done no
It's
planning.
just supposed to happen.
So it's like going to college and just taking a bunch of courses and then expecting to become
CEO.
an engineer or anything. It doesn't match. Can a man go through life like this and get the outcomes you're talking about, meaning he wants a wife and 4 kids? Because he has to pay for it.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Um,
Can a man go through life like this?
no,
Okay,
I don't
so
think anyone can because obviously it's not working for
well,
women.
women can. Women can. Women, honestly, obviously, women can because just like you and the previous woman, most women think this just going to happen.
Yeah, you guys just manifest everything. Just manifest all of these alternate beliefs that's way far and over everyone's head because it's just
Because you're
supposed to
good
happen.
people. But
I never thought you had to plan to meet someone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so again, it's just supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen to meet a man who can afford for you to be a stay-at-home wife with a possible side business. It doesn't matter, man. At the end of the day, you only want to pay 10% of the bills. So it doesn't matter if you're a stay-at-home millionaire that don't want to pay any bills. He has to pay for the lifestyle, college. You want your kids to go to college. That means that man has to have
no, he
his
doesn't
life.
have to pay for the kids' college by himself. I was talking about like bills, like the house.
How are you going to pay for college if you can't even pay part of the, if you want to pay 10%?
Oh, she's talking about she wants to be responsible for the internet and maybe the cell phone bills or maybe just the internet. She's not really interested in paying for anything because the money she makes, that's all her money. She wants to do whatever she wants, but she wants a man to cover everything and pay for things for her. And of course, pay for things for the kids, make sure the mortgage is paid, make sure all of the main utilities are paid because 10%, you're not really doing nothing with 10%. So, it's that just goes to show you she wants to have all of her money free and clear for the most part and do whatever she wants.
Are you going to pay
Yeah,
for college?
and the kids stuff.
Excuse me?
I thought you were only talking about like home.
That is the man. The kids are part of the expenses. And see what I'm trying to explain is this is
Okay, I didn't get
simple.
that.
Oh, but
So
you
my
should
apologies.
though. This is simple family planning.
Okay.
You don't have children; they are an expense.
Mhm.
You said you want the kids to go to college. Were you expecting your kids to take out substantial student loans, or did you
No, I
expect for
wouldn't
the
want
mother?
them to have.
And then how are you going to pay for their college if you're only paying 10 to 20% of anything? 20% of anything, 20% of the mortgage, light bill, phone bill, trips, 10% of anything. That's all you want to be responsible for. So that means at best you'd be paying for 10% of the school. That's books. So basically you're talking about you want a man who is in, what percentage of men earn $100,000 or more in this country?
He's losing her.
Don't know.
Yes,
He's losing her. She's
15?
canceling out
10.
because she
Oh,
looked down.
You care if he's black or not?
No.
The more money a man makes, the more racially loyal he tends to be. What percentage of black men earn $500,000 or more in this country?
3?
0.1%.
What?
What?
Wow.
And then what do these kind of men who make this kind of money, who are cardiac surgeons, personal injury attorneys, high-level financiers, high-level in companies and organizations? Oh, by the way, what's the oldest man you would consider dating? You're 28. What's your upper limit?
Probably like 7 years older than me.
7 years. 7 years.
Kevin Samuels had to slap a bitch.
Is that what? That's
Men hit
bad?
their men hit their financial stride during 45 to 55. So for class, so everybody understands, this is yet another woman, and this is what you guys have been taught, that you should find a young, rich man that you're attractive to.
Probably like the rap artist, entertainer, sports athlete.
That wants to have a housewife, even though you weren't raised to be a housewife, so you can stay at home and be a luxury housewife. Do you want to have a housekeeper? You don't expect to have a housekeeper? You want to be kids are going to be homeschooled? The kids are going to be homeschooled or not?
That I did want home. I wanted
Homeschool? Do you want to you don't want a housekeeper? You want somebody to help you with prepare meals, chef,
I
personal
like
training?
cooking.
Okay. So Again, this is why men under 30 aren't even, that's why all they're trying to do is Netflix and chill. Because every man in your age range is making, if you're making 70,000, you're in the top 15%. And you're 28, about to be 29 years old, talk about 35, and you told me at best 2 professions.
And remember, what did I say in my last video? Women that have all of these crazy expectations, if men can meet your crazy expectations, he can meet the expectations of a lot of other women. Ladies, you're forgetting that you're competing with other women who are around these men, especially the top 10%, the top 8% of men, the top 5% of men. You're not the only women out here.
And you don't even get out of medical school until 30. Do you expect to share your husband with other women?
No.
Okay. So you want him to be sexually loyal?
Yeah, is that impossible?
So you expect to have a young millionaire who is earning and doing roughly 20 times 10 to 20 times what the average man is doing. Well, actually, times 10, 700,000. He's doing roughly 15 times what the average man is doing, but he doesn't get 15 women. See, what I'm trying to let you guys understand, just on the math.
So wait, why does he?
All you ladies.
What is she doing?
Because, man.
What is she doing?
I just asked you. I just asked you. I just asked you why does he? Where in history have men who are rulers, who are in the top 10% of men, ever just had one woman?
You don't see that.
That is a white American thing.
Huh?
But never.
Oh,
they
gosh.
all have like 7 wives, but.
Ma'am, you just made a complete ass of yourself.
You have got to be kidding me. She's not taking this serious.
Have one woman.
She said this is a white American thing.
And
it's possible to have one woman.
Ma'am, do you understand how ignorant that statement was?
It is like that's something that was brought to America to like be monogamous and stuff. Or is it like a religious thing?
So being monogamous is a white American thing. Or having multiple women is a white American thing.
Oh, I don't know. Is it?
I'm asking you, you said it. What were you referring to?
I don't know.
What is she doing?
I want you guys to understand how rude
he lost her at this point.
These people are.
That reminds me of the average at best woman. After a while, when she couldn't handle it, he just lost her. And she went to messing with her phone and giggling with people on her phone and all that. It's the same type of attitude, because when they know they lost and they're defeated, their attention span goes elsewhere. They don't want to hear it, because when you get them to a point of having to be held accountable, it becomes a problem and they don't want no part of it. But with this woman, what she's doing is she's making herself look very bad in front of tens of thousands of people. And it's going to reflect. And it's so unfortunate because, I don't know. It's sad.
This is the model woman
sad.
on display. And she doesn't even realize that she's just making herself look like a complete asshole.
I think. What?
So.
What?
You belong to the streets.
I don't, but bye.
Oh, yes, you do.
I don't.
You can say, ma'am, you're going to be all over the place because you just made yourself look like a fool.
How?
You're having a conversation with somebody. You pick up a phone, start texting, and this is what you are when the shit get. It doesn't, ma'am. It doesn't matter. You're still having a conversation.
I was turning it off.
And this is what I want you to understand. This is why so many women who share your reflection in particular are by yourselves, because when hit with
it's going to just get worse.
You guys just shut down.
I'm listening and I'm taking
but you're not responding. I asked you the question. You said this is a white American thing. What's a white American thing?
Bringing in monogamous stuff, like the
is it monogamous to be? Is it monogam? Is it white
to
American
have one woman?
Is it? Is that what you're referring to?
Yes.
Because when I said, where in the world have men who had power and resources that have been royalty, when have they ever just been faithful? And you said that's a white American thing. You didn't clarify. So you're saying white men brought in monogamy.
Through religion, did they not?
I'm asking you.
Well, that's
I didn't say it.
Because everywhere else they had multiple wives.
So,
Well, yeah, that's
for
his
those who are
point.
keeping score at home, what do the kind of men you want from a woman?
Me?
From a woman, period.
Oh, from a woman?
Now, what do these elite level men want from a woman? Men who are in extremely high demand.
Elite men, but probably loyalty. They want, I don't know, a partner. This is why I'm here to learn, because I don't know.
Oh, now you're ready to
Like-
learn. Okay.
They want cooperation and agreeableness.
I didn't want to say that. Sounds too much like a servant. I was gonna.
Well, ma'am, guess what? You can't make this shit up. They want the outcomes, but they don't want to do the job.
I never said I wouldn't mind doing the job.
But you're
That
not.
sounds too
You're
much
not
like a
doing a
servant.
job.
Yeah,
I didn't want to disrespect.
But yet you want,
people and say that.
but you want an elite level king ruler type man. So guys, understand, they want women like women. They want it all. Then they want you to be a loyal, and then you still got to be sexually. She has to be sexually attracted to him, like him, and everything else. Ma'am, have you ever dated a man who is earning $200,000 or more?
No, I have a question though.
Go ahead.
Okay, so if a woman wants the loyalty and just one woman wanted whatever, the man also expects that, correct?
Say again.
So you said that the women want like loyalty, a king, this, that, and all of that. Everything that you said that a woman wants.
No, I said it's what you want, but a lot of women want that. Yeah.
No, I want just a family.
No, ma'am. Do you think what you just described was just a family?
Yeah, but you was asking mad questions, like making it, oh, can you afford this and this and that?
I was asking
Yeah.
mad questions. No.
Husband. And to be happy and loved. Like, I think a lot of
You know
women
what?
want that.
You can't make it up. She thinks this is just a family. 4 kids is just a family. To be able to pay for college, did your family pay for your college?
Yes.
And you have no siblings. Did you travel nationally and internationally with your family?
Yes.
But you have no siblings.
Yes. Correct.
And so what's on display here is modern woman, only child syndrome,
Ooh.
and cute privilege. And it's all coming together in a terrible mixture.
Mm-hmm.
See, this little sassy attitude that she's usually able to get away from, people let her slide with this shit in her life. Oh yeah, ma'am. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. It's
And to add to that, it's funny that she said, "No, I'm not like that." It's not up to you to make that determination. It's up to your peers and people on the receiving end. It's up to men. It's up to people who are seeing this. Imagine a world that you can live in where you can say, "Oh, I'm not like that." Everyone is just supposed to say, "Oh, well, hell, what the hell were we thinking?" I guess you're not like that. It's up to people on the receiving end to make that determination. It is not up to you to determine these things.
Ma'am, it's there. If I'm wrong, let the comment section determine it. But here's the thing, gentlemen, they 35, 7 years older. I'm asking you a question for the men. Your degree, you got a theater degree, right? All right. Could you marry an average man? The average man in this country, black man, earns around $41,000. The average white man, roughly $50,000. So let's just say split the difference, $48,000, $47,000 a year. Could you marry an average man? An average earning man? No, but
Working,
an average
what do you mean?
earning man, he's not going to earn anymore. He's going to earn average. Could you marry him?
I would have to make a lot of adjustments. So
Why?
yes,
Adjustments.
You'd have
You
to make
don't live an elite lifestyle. What sort of adjustments do you think you're going to have to make at 28 with an associate's in art? in theater. Come on now.
I'm not
Hold
gonna
on,
have.
hold on,
I
hold
don't
on, hold
want
on, hold
kids
on.
and have my kids
Stop,
struggle.
stop, 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 stop. Do you make over $60,000 a year?
Not yet. No, I haven't
Oh,
No,
not
calculated.
yet.
you
Oh,
don't, you don't.
okay.
So you don't earn.
Maybe next week you'll earn more than that, right?
You earn over $50,000 a year.
I haven't. You want me
Do
to
you
check the
earn over $50,000 a year? So
No, she
you would
doesn't.
have to
I
make a
don't.
lot of you would have to make a lot of adjustments to your expectations. But let's be honest, at this point, you can't afford the lifestyle you want.
Not with a family, no.
No. So could you marry an average man? And the answer was a tepid no. And then could you marry an average man and then have 4 kids with him?
No, but I can marry one and have 2 or 1, probably 1 kid.
One kid? Oh, so okay. But even 1 kid is still almost $280,000 a year.
Damn, we're gonna have to put a lot of work.
Now, see, the thing is, men already expect to do work. That's why I said modern women,
Oh, yeah.
modern women.
It's always expected men is to do the work. It's always this way. But again, men always get the short end of the stick. And at any given time, they could flip because their feelings lose it all. Lose it all. The system is designed to do this, and it's unfortunate.
This has been a perfect demonstration of your women's expectations are astronomical. And you said you didn't want to say something about being agreeable or cooperative because you didn't want to offend women or something like that. Did I get that right?
Yeah, because women are so sensitive nowadays.
Yeah,
It's hard.
but you don't have any problem
Doing it to men.
offending average men
Yeah.
because you just
Did
basically
I
told
offend
average.
average
Oh
men?
yeah, you
I
did.
did?
Yeah, you did. Saying that, oh no, if you got all this, if you got this kind of money, you can get it, but that's okay. You can't make this shit up.
Wow. So I'm going to stop this video right here. I'm going to post the full link to the Instagram video for you all to check out if you want to check it out. This has been very enlightening and it opened my eyes quite a bit. And this is what a lot of men are subjected to, and it's unfortunate. But yeah, I'm going to leave this right here. But be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until the next time, peace.